Welcome to my Buncee tutorial. What is Buncee? Well, it is similar to Google Slides, but I feel that it's easier to manipulate for students. It is web-based, but you can also use iPads or other handheld devices. There are free versions, but there are also monthly and yearly subscriptions available to teachers. Why should I use Buncee? You can record and monitor student reading fluency, students can explain their thought process as they are working, and students can use their creativity to show mastery of learning. In the reading classroom, students can use Buncee to create a book snap, where they take a picture of what they are reading and then make real-world connections to the reading. In the writing classroom, students can create an original slide and then write a sentence. A student can create a sentence written about a teacher-created slide, or for you Jeff Anderson fans, this is a great way for students to imitate a mentor sentence. In the math classroom, students can write their own word problems or create examples of math facts. In the science classroom, students can create a slideshow of the life cycle of animals or a slideshow of an experiment. They can even watch and explain a YouTube video right within the slideshow. In the social studies classroom, students can create a slideshow biography of a historical figure or journal a historical event. Now let's take a look at the Buncee website. If you look up here at the top, there are many different resources available for Buncee. They have a great blog that allows you the opportunity to look at different ways that you can use Buncee. And if you'd like, you can just click right here in the search engine and type one up. Also, they have a gallery which allows you the ability to see different activities for elementary school, middle school, and even high school. And then there are also resources here in the copy and create activities that allow you the opportunity to take their activity, copy it into your Buncee account, and then manipulate it for your students. So how do you begin? You start by clicking on the sign up button, and the sign up button takes you to where you can look at the different trials. Once you've created an account, you can go and set up your classrooms. Once you've created your classrooms, it gives you these codes for your students to be able to enter to create their classroom account. The students will then take those and they will sign in the same way. They will click the sign up button, and then right here, because they're a student, they will type in their class code. Once the students enter their code, they will press enter to continue, and it will take you into your Buncee classroom. They will then have to create their own account. Each student will have the ability to create their account, putting in their first name, last name, and creating their own login IDs. I had my students use their student ID as both their login and their password. That way it was easy for them to log in at a later time. Once students are logged in, they can create a new Buncee or take part in an assignment you have given them. Once they create a new Buncee, this is the screen that pops up. They will need to enter a Buncee title, and then they can go forward from there. They can click right here to choose a background, and there are many different choices that they can choose from to create an assignment. Once they do click the background, they can apply it to this slide or to all slides for going forward on your presentation. Now that we have our backdrop, now you can click to enter your first item. Buncee has many different types of items that you can enter. They can enter a text, an animation, a web image. They can upload a file, a picture from their device. They can create a list, use a sticker. They can upload one of their own files. They could draw. They can add a YouTube video. This is for the teachers. You can add a free response question or a multiple choice question. To save time, you can just simply do a search. For today's, I will do not kite, but book. If you look at these, there are books with these gray boxes. Those are actually videos. So if you watch them, they will animate themselves as you go through. Then if you want to add one, you just click it to get the yellow box twice. I'm going to pick 2, and I'm going to add these 2 to my image. Then once you get them on your image, you can click them and manipulate them. You can move them larger and smaller, or you can flip them. You can duplicate them, move them to the front or the back, depending on how you want to use them. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to come right back up here, and I'm going to add a new item, and this time I'm going to add a text box. Now it makes my text box right here, so you can change the color, the style, the size, the font, and I'm just going to write a sentence. Let me go back in there. The blue book is larger than the yellow book. And now I can take this and move it over a little bit so that it's not covering up my yellow book. And then I've now created a slide. You can also have the students record their voice reading that sentence to you. Now with the YouTube, you can also with the background, you can just change it to a plain color if you want your students just to have a plain color. So then you can add a YouTube video. I'm going to do butterflies. And then it pulls up several YouTube videos. So if you are doing a lesson on the life cycle, you can scroll through and look at the different videos here. And we're just going to use the beautiful rainforest, and you can add that video. You can again resize it. And then the thing I enjoyed most was that you can add a free response question to our students. So you can have them compare different types of the two butterflies. So then when the students go to view this slide, when you send it to them as an assignment, they can go through and they will be able to watch this YouTube video on the butterflies, and then they can come right here and click a free response to this video. And then if they're done, you can have them go back and edit it and add some more slides. But this is a great opportunity for our students to expand on their learning. And if you were using the Jeff Anderson, you could have them create their own slide following that. So Buncee has a lot of great opportunities for students to be creative and to expand on their learning. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial on Buncee and will begin using it in your classroom. Thanks a lot.